Hey y'all, hey, it is Onye, and I am here today to talk all about camera lenses. Whoop, whoop. Now, if you are new to my channel or if you have not been following me on the gram, shame on you, but you're probably here like, show us the hair, we don't care about lenses. I have totally kind of switched focus in the last few years. And I've moved away from hair a bit, and that's part of the reason why I haven't been uploading as many videos. I still love hair, but I really love photography. Love it so much that I actually quit my job back in March. My full-time gig, I left it behind to become a freelance photographer. Now for y'all it's probably random, but for me it's not, because I was actually doing product photography on the side. I think it's been a little bit over 2 years now, so it's nothing new to me. I'm just kind of like being more public about it, and I'm kind of switching gears, moving away a little bit from hair and more to photography. So that's a little short about me. Now, will I still be posting hair videos? Yeah, because your girl still loves hair, clearly, but I'm also going to mix in the stuff that I mentioned previously. All right, on to the good stuff, lenses. So I have a lot of lenses, nothing crazy, but I have quite a few. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lenses, including the one that's on this camera right now. I used to have 6, but I gave one to my boyfriend. He just doesn't use it, so I might take it back. I think this video will be very helpful to like new photographers, influencers, bloggers, whatever. If you're trying to step your game up, take better flat lays, take better portraits, whatever. I think that these are like that second tier level lens. Like once you graduate from your kit lens, these are great options because you get a good bang for your buck. A bang, a bang, a bang. And as I'm going through these lenses, I'll also show you guys a preview, probably here or here or here or here. Somewhere I'll show you guys a preview of what it looks like on the actual camera. So this lens, if you can't tell, is a 50mm or the nifty 50. It is a lifesaver because this lens right here is less than $200. I think right now you can probably get a used one for less than $100. Like if you're looking to step your photography game up, you need to have this in your repertoire. Like no lie, like no joke and no lie. What I love about it is that it's a prime lens. It has a fixed focal point. In other words, you cannot use the lens or the camera to zoom in and zoom out. You literally have to move your body back and forth. What I've found with prime lenses is that they're very, very sharp. And so this lens will give you really, really sharp images. You're really getting a big bang for your buck. I have the 1.8 f-stop, which works for me because it gives me the nice blurred background, or the bokeh. I don't know, however you say it. It gives you that blurred background. If you get a 1.4 f-stop, of course it's going to give you an even more blurred background. The photos are probably going to be sharper, but your bank account is going to be a little bit lighter because it's more expensive, you know? So I think the 1.8 f-stop is a good bargain for someone who's just getting started. This lens is a must-have. So I had the 50mm lens for like a year or a year and a half. And then I wanted to step up my people photography game too, because I wanted to go on trips and I wanted to take bomb pictures and post it on the gram, right? And the 50mm is cool for that. What I found with that lens is that it's super tight. It's super cropped in, it gets right here. Like this is ooh, back up. But it's super cropped in, and because my room is so small, I literally gotta back up to Timbuktu to get stuff in the picture. So I needed something a bit wider, so that's when I got this cute little lens right here. So this one is a 24mm lens. It's actually nicknamed the pancake lens. Isn't it so cute? It's like a pancake. Yeah, 24mm with a 2.8 f-stop. So I use this one if I go on trips, and I can't be backing up into people in the line trying to take a good picture with the 50mm. This one is good. I can actually stand a healthy distance away from people and still get a lot in the picture. I don't really use this one for product photography or for flat lays because I find that it's not as sharp. So this one I use more for people photography. I think this lens is maybe $200 or something dollars. It's not in my top 3 lenses, but I think it's a good investment. What I like about this one also is that it's very inconspicuous. Like if I put this on the body of my camera and I have a Canon 70D, which is pretty bulky, it doesn't stick out as much or stand out as much when I'm out in the public. You know, I'm not throwing people off like, girl, what you doing, paparazzi? I can hide a bit better with this lens on my camera body than I would with like my other lenses. So that's another good reason to invest in this one. After the 24mm, I got the 60mm. So this one is even more cropped in than the 50mm, but this is a macro lens and I got it for product photography. So a lot of the product photography that I do is like makeup and things like that, and so I need it to be like really close in. I need it to still be sharp, and this lens like over delivers. Like I love it so much. And it's not just for product photography. Like I recommend this one to influencers as well because it's so cropped in, you can take really sharp, nice images of like your lips or your eye. It'll be like super cropped in and very, very sharp. I don't think they make this lens anymore, unfortunately, but I think you can buy a used one, or I'm sure they have something comparable to it. I don't know what it is, I haven't looked into it, but this one is a really good one to have. Okay, so at one point in my life, I don't know why, but I wanted to shoot like landscape type stuff. So outdoorsy, like the beach, oh, the mountains, the snow that we don't have in LA, just random stuff. So I bought this one, and this one is my only non-prime lens. So this one is the 10 to 18mm with a 4.5 to 5.6 f-stop. So with this one, it's really good for landscape because it's just wide. It's wide open. It's a wide angle lens, so it really takes in a lot. Like I could sit right here and capture my entire room. What I don't like about this lens is that it kind of compresses things. You know, in order for it to take a picture so wide, it kind of has to like bring things in a bit. And I find that if I'm taking pictures like in my room or of people, it looks kind of condensed or compressed, and I don't like that. But that's why this lens is very good for like landscape, where the scene is so massive that it can be compressed a bit without it looking crazy or funky or weird. So this lens I would not recommend for like influencer type stuff. I don't know, unless you're like going hiking in the mountains and you want to take like a really good picture. I wouldn't recommend it. You could probably pass on this one. Okay, so after that one, I needed something that was sharp like the 50mm, but gave me a little bit more room. And I should know the technical terms for these, but you know, I'm talking in layman's terms because that's all I know. But I needed something that gave me a little bit more room where I didn't have to back up to the end of the world. I heard a lot about the 35mm, and so again, I did my research and I purchased the lens that's on my camera right now. I'm not gonna take it off because I don't want to mess up my settings and all that stuff, but this is what I've been shooting with, and this is what I use now for my videos. I love it, I really, really do, because look, it's just wide enough where you can kind of get a good ambiance back there, you know what I mean? But you can still see me. The background's kind of blurred, and if I wanted to blur that a bit more, I can just come a little closer and, you know, give you a good look at the nooks and crannies of my face. But I love the way this lens, well, I kind of like it right here, but I look like a talking head. But anyway, I really love the look and feel of this lens. Like it's wide enough so that I can capture enough, and it's still sharp. Like I can take really, really sharp images with this lens. I can do my product photography. I do a lot of people photography with this lens, and it is just a freaking one, as you can see. I would definitely recommend the 35mm to like influencers, bloggers, photographers, anybody. Mine is a 2.0 f-stop. If you can get a 1.8, 1.4, it'll be even better, even sharper, more blurred background. But I get what I can afford. And this lens I think was, this one, 600? What's this lens? $600? I have to look it up. I think it was like $300 if I'm not mistaken. But I'll look it up and put all the details down below for each lens. Definitely influencer friendly. Definitely flat lay friendly. I would recommend this one for sure. And now for the grand finale. This one is probably my favorite lens, like, of all time. Dun 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 dun. This one is an 85mm lens with a 1.8 f-stop. When I tell you it was love at first snap, it was love at first snap. So this one is like probably my sharpest lens. It is just phenomenal. I can't sing, sorry. It's phenomenal. And I got this one to do more people photography just because I've heard so many good things about it in terms of the sharpness, in terms of its ability to blur the background. It's just everything the 50mm is and then some. You know what I mean? It's like comparing, I was gonna compare Beyonce to somebody, but I don't wanna upset anybody. It's everything, it really is. I use this for both product photography and like lifestyle type stuff, outdoors, shooting people. It's really a good multi-purpose lens. The only drawback is that it's super cropped, like super cropped in. At the 50 and the 60 are cropped in, 85 is even more cropped in. But I don't use it a lot in my room because I literally have to back up quite a bit. But if you can get enough space, this lens is money and it is just spot on. It does the work for you, truly. It is everything. And I would highly, 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 highly recommend this one. So in terms of my top 3 lenses, I think I kind of mentioned it in the video, but I would definitely have to say the 35mm 1.8 f-stop, which is currently on my camera. This 85mm 1.8 f-stop as well. And then to round it off, I would have to say the 50mm, the Nifty 50. So if you're in that place where you're trying to decide on your next lens after the kit lens, 85mm, 50mm, or 35mm are really good, like next step lenses. Out of those 3, if I have to recommend one for you to get, definitely the 50mm for sure, because it's not a big investment. And coming off the kit lens, you may still need a little bit of practice, you know, using your lens and things like that, blurring out the background. This one, for less than $200, you can get all of that. Sharp images, a blurred background, and you're not breaking the bank, okay? Your bank will say, thank you, girl, I appreciate it. So those are all of my lenses. Eventually I want to get into like the L series lenses, because those are like over $1,000, and your girl just doesn't have it like that right now. But eventually I do want to get there because those take even better quality images. We're gonna take it one step at a time. So until the next time, Onya's out. Bye.